and happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to the AlakazamMagicUK Live.
Goes so quick, doesn't it, the weeks? It's meant to, honestly, wake up, bloody hell, it's Tuesday already.
Yeah.
Isn't it? But not Tuesday already from the weekend, Tuesday already from the Tuesday before. You know what I mean?
Yes, I get what you're saying.
It's bloody crazy, isn't it?
So before we get on stage, just want to give you this quick announcement.
In 2009, we here at Alakazam released an effect that took the magic world by storm, and now it's back and better than ever.
So that is Thursday the 29th, so that's 3 Thursdays time at 7 PM right here on Facebook and YouTube. We're going live with a brand new live launch.
And you say live launch, but technically it's a live launches.
Yes.
Just for you livers that are here with us, you guys are the originals, you get to know stuff before everyone else. So yeah, it's not just one thing, alright?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very, very exciting. Just quickly as well, to give a few shout outs. To give a big shout out first of all to Kevin Bowman, who said he received his quiz winner's mug from the week before. So that is wicked. How does the tea taste in it? Or coffee. Yeah. Or whatever you drink.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, well done, Kevin.
Hello, Alex, Michael, Jonathan, Liam, Roy, Ian, Sandy, John, Lucy, Tony, Graham, Michael, Darren, loads of you out there. So welcome, everybody. We've got some topics that we obviously want to speak about today, but as per, let us know if you've got any questions or you want any topics that we can discuss on the lives. But we're going to be talking about what's hot this week. So sort of what you guys have been sort of getting after since last Tuesday the most.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about a brand new academy course with an amazing magician you guys will know. He's back and we've got a performance of one of his tricks that he will teach on there. We're going to be talking about Flight, which is back in stock and it's superb. And we're also going to be talking about a brand new download by Kev G and Colin Klaus. And it's fantastic. Really, really good. So you guys will love that. Absolutely love that.
Brilliant. So, shall we bring on our Alakazam Live regular?
Yep.
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Wayne Goodman.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
How
I've
you
got my
doing,
new
Wayne?
work t-shirt on. Got my new work t-shirt on.
Looks professional.
That is, I'm going to bring you up full screen so everyone can see that.
Let me see if I can get a bit closer to the camera. I'm very, very happy with how that came out.
Very
so this
good.
is what I'm going to be wearing for my kid shows, and like if I'm going to a gig and I'm setting up and whatever, before I get changed to my suit, so I'm a bit more smarter.
Nice.
But I have another one that just says Magic Wayne without the man on it, but I like this. It looks really, really cool.
I did almost give you a heart attack earlier, didn't I, when you showed me it?
Yeah, your dad goes, "Oh, they spelt Wayne wrong." I was like, "What?" I was like, "No." Yeah, but I'm very pleased. I'm really pleased with how, because normally embroidery they can't handle the real, and I was worried about the man's face, but it's all right. It looks like the picture.
Yeah.
Just quickly, I am going to interrupt you there because this is slightly more important than your t-shirt, Wayne.
Oh.
Oh, go on.
Oh.
Michael Hernandez Peterson. It's his birthday today.
Hey.
What a legend!
Happy birthday today.
I'm going to
Happy
see.
birthday.
I'm going to see if I've got a round of applause.
Soaring in half.
Is that a round of applause? Was that a round of applause?
No, it was soaring in half.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Happy birthday.
I need to update this because this hasn't been updated in ages. I need to get us a little fanfare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can put a little fanfare on.
What are you gonna do today, Michael? Sorry, should I say? Are you gonna be practicing magic, or are you gonna be going out enjoying? Maybe going out to a nice restaurant. What are you gonna be doing?
Yeah. What are you up to?
I don't know where Michael is in the world, but if he's anywhere near me, is he? I was gonna say, 'cause if he's anywhere near me, the weather here today is beautiful.
Is
I mean,
it?
the sun is out. It is really beautiful weather
Pretty
out there.
rank.
I'm off to a wedding after this. I've got a wedding this evening, and me and Pete were talking about it earlier on. This couple getting married today. They're in their 80s, and they've only got 6 guests at their wedding, and I'm
Wow.
doing 3 hours for them.
What? Are you
I'm doing a bit of
joking,
close up. No, I'm doing a bit of close up in between each course, just a little tiny bit, and then I'm doing a 1-hour cabaret for them at the end. That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted.
That is
So-
mental. Isn't it? That is crazy.
My friend one is there right now. He's the wedding photographer, and he just messaged me and said, "I can't wait to see you." Because he's over there right now. He goes, "They've all gone off for a 2-hour nap."
To be fair, yeah, if they do. Well, now you know, if anyone falls asleep, it's not because they're tired, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Hopefully, they should be awake for it.
You were saying as well, which is really great news, like, because obviously you were struggling as a performer in lockdown. There was nothing, no one could have the parties, and you had the odd gig coming through. You had more online stuff, obviously. But as of last week or the week before, the gigs are coming in, and they're coming in pretty fast.
Yeah, they really, really are. I did 4 over the weekend, 3 on Saturday and 1 on Sunday. I've got 5 this week. I can't remember. I think I've got 4 or 5 next week as well. But I'm getting like people just because the restrictions being lifted, and I think people have been waiting for that to change. People have been going, oh, we'll wait and see what happens. But now I've had one. I've got 2 on Saturday, and I'm not taking any more for Saturday. But I've had 2 more inquiries coming for today for Saturday. And I've just farmed them out to other friends and just said, here, phone this guy, phone that guy. But yeah, it's like people are now. I've always said, weddings take months to plan, but garden parties and kids' birthday parties can be booked just like that. Yeah. And I think there's a lot of garden. I think people are going to find themselves working a lot of garden parties now because people are going, oh my God, we haven't seen anybody for like a year and a half. Let's have a big garden party. We'll get everyone in. We'll do a barbecue, and let's book up that magician guy. We like him. Let's get him in here. And this, we've got that. And yeah, I think people are going to start finding that kind of work coming in. I'm also getting a lot of inquiries from restaurants that are reopening. So a lot of the restaurants, the ones that I normally work as residencies, have been open but not really open. So I think come next week they're going to have a big reopening, and they're going to be like, boom, now we can get rid of the partitions, we can do this, we can do that. It's going to be a lot quicker, a lot easier. And so if you do work restaurants or you want to work restaurants, now might be a good time to approach them and say, everything's reopening. What about a launch party? Why don't you do, half price on a specific drink or whatever, or buy one, get one for a specific drink, have the magician going round. In my book, I say, if you've got a cocktail that doesn't sell, like a woo-woo, nobody ever orders a woo-woo, rename it the Abracadabra and do a 2-for-1 thing on it, and then you got, we've got our special cocktail of the night. It's called an Abracadabra. If you buy one, you get one free. Boom.
Call it an ALAKAZAM though, really.
Yeah, call it an
ALAKAZAM. Not an Abracadabra, all right. I
used to do the gag. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, go on.
I was going to say, I used to do a gag about that in Spain. I used to go, tonight we've got a fantastic drink. It's the special. It's because I'm here. So if you order it, you can get it for like half price because I'm here tonight. It used to be called SIP. We'd spell it backwards. And then I just carry
on. As well, guys, in the comment section, if you've done gigs before, let us know what your longest gig you've done is. Mine was probably that one in Southampton. That was a long one. That was for a school, and that was 6 one-hour shows with about 5 minutes in between.
I was wondering what one that was then.
Yeah, that was really long. And we done it well because we started off with the older kids to start with, secondary school. Started off with like the sixth formers to start with, because even though you've got energy, you need more energy, I think, for the older ones, because they're sort of not too cool for school, but you know what I mean, they're a bit more reserved. Yeah. And then as we got younger down the years, the more shows we done, they sort of lifted up our energy levels, because obviously they're like so excited. So if you ever do a school show, try and do the eldest ones first, I think, because the younger ones give you more energy anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because they like give you good reactions.
If you go into the older ones like this, then they're just going to be as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need the energy for the older ones, and then like you say, the younger ones will pick you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was shattered on Sunday. I was shattered on Sunday after my show, and then I had a 5-year-old birthday party on Sunday, and they were great. They were absolutely great.
Michael Peterson says working during the day and he's going out with the family tonight. Very nice. And he said he got his prestige and will sneak some work to work on that too.
Oh,
it's brilliant
perfect.
prestige. It's so good. It's so good. You will love it. And let
Yeah.
us know what sort of route you go down. Because obviously you can pick whichever direction you want to go down. Right, Liam Ball. 14 hours at a wedding.
Wow.
What the heck happened there then, Liam?
You slipped up when you took that booking, mate.
That is unbelievable. 14
Wow.
hours.
My
That
mate's
is
a wedding
crazy.
photographer. He doesn't even spend that long at the weddings.
Yeah,
Wow.
I can't even think what the longest I've spent at a gig. It can only be... I used to get booked for 2 hours, unless it was a wedding, you would up it to about 3. Shortest gig, 3 minutes of blinking rings.
He's hashtag willy waving about that one. That is mental, isn't it? Alex
I
says
do 3
4
hours normally for a wedding. I normally do 3 hours at a wedding. But bearing in mind, though, you're going to get 10 minutes off when they go. I do 3 hours because it covers the in-between bit. So when people go in to sit down, you're going to get 10 minutes off to go and reset your pockets. You know, I don't do magic while they're having their main course. I do it while they're having their starters and dessert. So you're going to have another 5-10 minutes off there. So you're only going to be, and of course, when you first get there, you're not going to fire straight in. You're going to give them a chance to come out of the ceremony and get a drink and whatnot. You know, so you only end up working 2 and a bit anyway. But yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you
He
what,
only
there was
did the ambitious card at that one wedding. You know? He did the ambitious card at the whole. That's what he
300
did. One
phases.
phase.
God. That's crazy.
I remember once, and this wasn't the longest time at a wedding, but it was a bit of a pain. And it was Steve Della made a comment on his Facebook page the other day about making sure you get paid either before the event or the moment you turn up. Right, because I got a phone call once and it was for a wedding. So I gave them the fee. They said, oh, you know, we can't afford that. Can you do an hour? And I said, well, I don't usually do an hour, but I will do an hour. But I have to stress that I will need to fit in another gig after that. So it has to be strictly an hour. I'm going to turn up, do my stuff and go. You know, I'm not being rude about it, but that's the way. Yeah, great. So I went in there, done my hour. Then they went into the speeches. Then we couldn't find the people. I was there for 2.5 hours.
That's ridiculous.
Which meant I turned up late for my second gig. And it's really important, I think, that you get, because otherwise you're chasing people about, which isn't a nice...
It's a bit awkward.
Yeah, it's not a nice feeling anyway.
I've only done...
The other one thing you can do there, and I talk about this again in my wedding book, if they're insisting on paying you on the day, in a nice way of saying it, say, look, I know you're going to be busy on the day. You're going to have all the things that the bride and groom have to do. So put the money or the check or however you're paying, put it in an envelope and give it to the best man, and I will find the best man. Yeah? And that's his job, to be found by the venue staff and everybody. And then if you got to the venue staff and say, oh, I need to find the bride and groom, they'll go, oh, they can't be disturbed at the moment. If you go up, I need the best man, boom, get the best man to the front desk, please. And so the best man is the go-to guy.
Yeah.
And you know, and then if you start harassing him, that's his job. You know, so it's not like, you know, I need to get paid because I've got to go. Oh yeah, 2 minutes to sort it out. Perfect. You know, and you're there and you're done.
Yeah.
So a good tip is to the best man. That's what he's there for. Make him work.
And that's the thing, you know. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be an awkward thing, but sometimes it does end up being a little bit awkward because at the end of the day, you need to get paid for it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the worst thing I've had was I was doing it was a birthday party at someone's house. So I was doing their birthday party, and then like you agree the fee, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's fine. And you get to the end of the evening, and then they like sort of go a bit like shuffle you into the kitchen and go, oh, how much is it again?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
Question,
just,
yeah.
I just think I know.
Something
I was like, just what we agreed on a message about like 2 hours ago. That's fine. You know what I mean? They go, oh, are you sure? I go, yeah, just whatever we agreed. That's absolutely fine. But yeah, that's the worst thing in it. So yeah, I think just get in, trying like Steve. To be fair, his work and play DVDs are so good because there's a lot of information on there aside from just the great routines.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sort of actual practical stuff because I think that is the scariest thing when you do gigs, you know, stuff like that. Because you never learn that, really.
And on the flip side, I've been paid a year in advance for a gig, and by the time the gig comes around, you don't want to do it. You've been paid already.
I've got that all the time. I've got a wedding in 2024 that I've already been paid for.
2024.
And it feels like, you know, money's gone now.
That's crazy, yeah. Sandy said he's had...
Oh, sorry. I had several all day. Nice.
See, when you work at, like, for companies and that, it is usually an all-day thing, isn't it? Because you're there to help promote and everything else. Yeah, it's great. Sorry, Wayne, what were you saying, mate?
I was going to say the best one I ever had was, and funny enough, it's a friend of mine, and it's her birthday today as well. But I did her son's birthday, this was like 2 summers ago, and I turned up, I did the party, and she said, I'll give you cash in the envelope, so I put the cash in the envelope, and I didn't count it on nothing, because I know them, they're really good friends of mine. Boom, get home, open up, I did another couple of gigs that day, got home, opened up the envelope, she's paid me double what I'd asked her. So I phoned her straight away I phoned her. I messaged her, sorry, and I thought, hey, you've paid me double for today's show. And she just put, oops, well, you're worth it. And I'm like, you know, in the end, I said to her, she couldn't pay me double. That's too much.
Yeah.
So
you gave her a fiver back.
Yeah. Made it
£50. I did her daughter's birthday in December and just told her not to pay me for it. So, you know, I did that. But, you know, she's used me for, I've done her wedding, I've done anniversary parties, I've done garden parties, I've done her kids' parties for years. You know, I don't want to take the mick. Yeah. But it was lovely when she just went, oh, well, you're worth it. I was like, oh, my goodness, that's amazing. But, you know, you can't. It's sort of like you've got to...
David Hand says the longest gig he ever did was 4 hours with another magician friend performing close up to young farmers. He said by 1 AM they were all away and you could have produced an elephant, is what he said. Michael says...
Do you know what? I did a young farmers once, and they weren't all young farmers either. And there was one guy there, and he was an old guy. He looked like ZZ Top. He had the beard, and he turned up in his work overalls, which were filthy, in this lovely house. And he said, if this is to do with work, I'm wearing my work stuff. I'm not getting dressed up. And his wife had a face like thunder, right? They were just the worst couple. I did the whole room, and I got to the last table, and I started doing some tricks. I got the cards out, and I shuffled up the cards, and he stopped eating. He just looked up at me, and he went, can I shuffle them? So I went, yeah, of course you can. I gave him the cards, and he literally just took the cards and just went, woof, like that, and then carried on eating, right? But I'm always prepared for stuff. So I just reached into my back pocket, brought out another deck of cards, turned to his wife and said, here, pick a card. And when he looked up and saw I still had the cards in my hand, the look on his face was just the best. He was like...
That is the worst. Did you just what goes through people's heads to do that?
I know.
I don't get it.
Well, some people just don't, you know, why
No,
did
but
you
it's
even
just
go to
ridiculous,
the
isn't
party?
it?
Stay at home.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Michael Hernandez Peterson did 3 30-minute shows with an hour long in between.
Nice.
Interesting.
Well, at least you get plenty of time to set up again.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my. Yeah, I remember this one. Well, I don't remember it, but I remember Jeff telling me. Santa Special 7 hours, 4 times 1 hour 15-minute trips. He done.
He used to do the train. Yeah.
In Tenston, it was wicked. Really nice.
Jeff, I'll give you a call after this, and he sent me a message.
I like what he put at the end there. Very tiring but rewarding. You know, I've done shows like that where you're on a train, or I've done some on the Thames, going down the Thames on a barge, and you know, and they are tiring, and you are pretty much on the go the whole time. But they are also a lot of fun, and they are really, really rewarding. If you've got a good bunch of people on there, then you come away going, you know what, I'm shattered, but that was amazing. You know, and they're the ones you always remember.
Yeah, that's this is another good topic. Liam says a lot of the time he's invited to stay and have drinks after working at a wedding. Usually he makes a few friends along the way.
Yeah.
Weddings can be fun.
They're
worthwhile.
Yeah, they were always. They were always fun to do, and you do. There was one family in particular that every time someone got married within that family or they had a party, a bit like your friend, they would just book me, and it was a friend of a friend that booked me for one. And then I become sort of matey with the girl's dad, and it was always like, oh, Peter, stay for something to eat, stay for something to drink. And it's really nice because it is like seeing old friends.
Yeah. Well, how do you? Because for some reason, well, not for some reason. I think it depends on sort of the way you look at it. Because I know some people just go in and go out again, really, don't they? Just keep it sort of strictly business and stuff like that. But I agree with Liam. I think it's nice to also not break that boundary, but you do make friends with people, you know, because I think you do gain trust. And just a greater relationship, really, rather than just in and out.
And it's how you make client. It's how you get in with someone to get extra work.
Yeah, I agree.
Well.
I agree with waiting around.
My firm belief on this is, you know, it's my mantra really, is be seen, be booked. Yeah. So if you want to get booked for gigs, you've got to be seen at gigs. And if you're at a gig and somebody comes up to you and says, you know, oh, would you come back over to our table at the end and do a couple of just quick tricks for us? Yeah, of course I will. As long as I haven't got to get away, as long as I haven't got another gig to go to, I will stick around for a bit longer and do a bit extra, because, you know, and I have a firm belief about not being a clock watcher. You know, if I end up doing an extra 20 minutes, I'm not going up with my hand out going, yeah, you owe me another X amount of money for that bit. You know, it's sort of like, I'm doing what I love. Let's be honest with you, we're not carrying bricks up ladders in the rain and the snow, right? We're playing with cards and gimmicks and having a laugh. And we are. It's on my back banner that I have on the Wednesday shows. It's, I can see here, it says Wayne was amazing. He got more attention and comments than my wedding dress, and that to me says everything. You know, because the bride's dress is the most popular thing of the day. Everyone talks about the bride's dress.
How did you fit in her dress?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Wayne. It was snug. It was snug, but yeah.
It was the veil. The veil was lovely.
If I'd have been wearing that dress, right, guaranteed the dress would have got a lot more comment.
But the thing is, you're right, and it's. I think not watching the clock, and like you said, after your time, it's now sort of your time. You can go perform and advertise. Really, it's you know you're getting a great chance to, instead of going like, right, it's 3 hours, I'm off. I'll stick around for an hour.
How many more people are there?
Do some networking. Yeah.
I'll just see what Luke's put. Can I do a quick advert?
Is it going to be a good advert? What do you think is the best advert that you've seen?
What, magic one?
No, just in general.
I don't know, actually.
I think for me the most iconic is the Gorilla with the
There we go. That's the finished article there.
Let's have a
Coming
look.
February next year.
Oh.
Wow.
Nice.
This is the biggest book I have ever written, and it is. I think it's my best. I know I'm saying it, but I think it's my best work to date, and it will have everything that you never hear about to do with weddings. All the stuff that you have to learn along the way, all the mistakes I've made, from booking to the wedding day itself, is all in there.
That is so valuable. So that is called I Do Weddings.
Yeah, that's
weddings,
a great title.
Weddings.
So I do weddings. That's brilliant.
I do weddings.
That is super.
No, weddings. Shut up, you two.
That is really nice. No, so the thing is though, that is so good because you have got all the experience there, and you are going to learn stuff in there that you won't learn elsewhere. And with a wedding, you do want to be prepared because it is such a special day. You know what I mean? So you do want to go in there. You want to make sure you know what you're doing. Professional. So pick up I Do Weddings.
Do you know what I find very hard to believe? I find it very hard to believe that our American friends...
I can't believe that.
...do not have magicians at their weddings. Because they seem to have these really big, extravagant weddings. I think that is a huge, untapped
I can't believe
market for any magician to hit some of these wedding venues.
If you think of any movie that's got a wedding in it, right? It always appears to be a big grand thing with musicians playing in different parts of the garden and beautiful weather, and it's almost like what you imagine doing magic at a wedding would look like.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost the ideal situation for it. Not a corner of a registry office in Streatham. You know, it's sort of like they've got a big garden and they got, oh, we're going to go down here and, oh, no, we've got the first dance on this set up dance floor and we've got all this happening. And then they go, oh, yeah, we don't really do magic at weddings. And I was like, Gee,
But
like,
see,
I would be happy
yeah.
for
I can't
that.
believe it.
I don't get it. And the fact is, there is that, it is that comment, oh, we don't have magicians at weddings. But be the first.
There
Be
you
the
go.
first. If you are a magician and your daughter or son is getting married, get a magician at that wedding. I guarantee the guests that are sitting there will go, that's a great idea. You only need
Do you know what
something to
else?
spark it.
I get so many people come up to me at weddings, even now, and say, "Oh, I wish we'd had a wedding at a magician at our wedding." You know,
Yeah.
we got married. We got married 8 years ago. We wish we'd had a magician at our wedding. Or, oh, we hadn't thought about a magician. Or the one I get at wedding fairs is people come over and they go, oh, "I really like your stuff, but we haven't got any children coming."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Brilliant! That's brilliant. You don't. I'm not there for the kids. I'll do stuff for the kids. I'm not there for them."
I feel like that might be why they're not in America, because in places like Denny's and that, there's always magicians or balloon
Modelers.
Yeah, modelers, and I think maybe they just sort of don't categorize everyone, but they think, okay, yeah, that's great for that target audience. They can't see that actually they can do stuff at a wedding. You know,
Yeah.
I think they just are very fixed on what they see is what they get. You know, rather than actually that could be twisted
Yeah.
and I mean create a whole
so
new
it's
animal with that one.
I mean, weddings
Balloon
are
joke.
one of our biggest biggest sort of areas of business for a magician, I should think.
Yeah.
And it's all in your book. I do weddings.
I think it only comes second to, and this is a very niche market. It only comes second to those guys who are doing like the trade shows,
Yeah.
where there is big money to be had, but very hard to get into. Whereas every town, every village, every city, every quarter of a mile, you've got somebody getting married all the time.
Yeah.
It's actually unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't. I've got a couple of magician American friends. One of them I'm helping him at the moment by giving him some advertising for it, you know, and he's going to go out there and try it. He's in the south, so I was going to do a joke then, but I'm not going to.
But you're right. He lives in the United States. He never heard of a magician at a wedding until he started to talk about it. It's just baffling, isn't it? Because for us, that's second nature.
Yeah. Do you know what? But if I was you, and you are out there performing, I would go to some of these over here. A big thing to do is to get a relationship with the wedding venue, because the wedding, I mean, I know in America it's slightly different, because I think you employ wedding planners a lot, or maybe that's just in the movies I've been watching, but they seem to employ someone that will arrange the wedding and everything. Over here we don't really do that. We do it all ourselves. But if it is wedding planners, get yourself on their books, speak to them, say what you can do and how you can entertain. If you're a kids entertainer, you can take the kids into another room for 20 minutes, do a little show while the speeches are going on, and show how you can provide a benefit, not only entertainment, but a benefit to their wedding.
It's not all about money,
In my
but you would
book,
make
in my
a
book, I talk
fortune,
about-
Yeah.
wouldn't you? You would
Well,
make
yeah.
an absolute
In my-
killing.
In my book, I talk about one of the jobs as a magician at the wedding. You're a problem fixer, so you've got to look at what the problems are and how you're going to fix them. So, okay, you've got 20 kids coming to your wedding. Well, they are going to be bored. They've been sat down for an hour during the meal. They're going to be bored by the end of the meal. You need to get them occupied while the speeches are going on. So there's the fix to that problem is, for X amount extra, I'll take the kids into another room and do a half an hour dedicated show for them. And if there's any older kids like 12 to 15, 18, they can come with them and be like the babysitters, because they're not going to want to watch as well. And now I regularly add, you know, my kids show fee onto my wedding fee as a bonus. And I'm not even doing a full hour. I'm only doing a half an hour. Can I give the American guys an idea?
Yeah.
This is what I gave to my mate Bob, right? Find a wedding magazine or a wedding event that's going on, a wedding fair or a wedding event that I've heard do happen over there as well. Go along and give out flyers, right? And give out a bunch of flyers that say that in 2022, you're going to do one wedding for free. And if they would like to apply for it, drop you an email at this address, right? And so now you might get like 20 or 30 people say, oh, we're getting married next year. We'd love to have a magician. No one does that. And if it's for free, you know, saving $800, yeah, and put it on there, right? Then you get 30 or 40 people couples contact you and say, oh yeah, we'd love to have you come along and do it for free at us. Do a little video, stick it on YouTube. There's a number generator, on a free number generator you can find online. You put all the names with a number, you press the button, it comes up, number 16 wins, and you go, brilliant, number 16, Margaret and Jim, I'm going to contact you, and I'm going to discuss your wedding for you. But then you've also got the email addresses for 20 or 30 other people. You can go to them and go, oh, I'm really sorry you didn't win, guys. I really am sorry. But as a little wedding gift, how about it's normally $800.
Yeah.
I'll come and do it for $600. You know,
Yeah.
and now you've just reaped the market of all these email addresses with very little work, and you've got all these now clients in front of you, and you can go boom, and it costs you one free show. But if you get 20 shows or 10 shows, if you get 10 shows at $600 each, that's $6,000.
And
you know
the
what I
amount
mean?
of business you'll most probably get by doing the free
because no
show.
one's seen it before. They all want that.
The other thing as well, Wayne, which I know you agree with, it's very easy to put a good case together when you're speaking to people like wedding planners or venues or stuff like that, because you do say, look, I'm the magician, I'm there to entertain, but I'm actually here to help you. So if something's happened with the food on table 5 and it's going to be delayed by 10 minutes, rather than go out there and tell them and everything else, just send me over. I'll entertain them for 5 minutes. Before they know it, the food's arrived. If there's a problem, I'm there to help.
And there's actual benefits. You're not even BSing.
It's actually
You know what I
happened
mean?
to me. I've got a wedding venue that I work at up the road, and these wedding venues are all the same, or around here they are anyway. They all employ teenagers to work and serve because it's cheap. And there was this young girl, she was about 15 years old, she'd never done it before. They gave her a tray, it had 10 plates on it, and she dropped it. And the plates went everywhere, and the girl went off, she was crying her eyes out, bless her. And the chef's like, well, we need 10 minutes. And I was like, okay, don't worry about it. And I went out and I just did a 10-minute show for the whole room. And the bride and groom thought they were getting a free extra. The whole room were entertained, thought it was all part of the plan for the day. And afterwards, nobody even knew that there had been a delay because it was all... and I had the very similar thing with the groom at a wedding who was really ill. He was so nervous, he made himself ill. And so I went out and did a 20-minute warm-up for him. Loads of gags, loads of magic to the whole room. And again, nobody knew that he was in the toilet worrying, you know. They all thought it was all part of the show.
Yeah, there are genuine benefits. And I think, as well, like I said, it's not all about the money. But in America, tipping is a big thing as well. And even if it is at someone's wedding, they're so much more used to tipping than over in England. Do you know what I mean? And Europe. Yeah. So you could even make a decent amount that way.
And it's you've mentioned this as well, just when we've been speaking about the upsell. It's very easy when you get a wedding booking to do close-up, to turn around and say, look, you know, seeing as I'm there anyway, if you want, I can do a 20-minute stand-up piece at the end of the night for everyone there. Now, usually the fee would be £800 just for that. But seeing as I'm there already, another, let's say, £200. So they're seeing a huge amount of value, and it's a bartering thing. So if they say to you, oh, your price is too high, you can go, well, do you know what? Usually I charge £500 for 10 minutes stand-up afterwards, but I'll throw it in. It's costing you 10 minutes.
Yeah. You're there
you
anyway.
know, it's a great bargain.
And you're there anyway, and it's advertising to people as well.
It's a great thing as a... You know, I've been talking to couples on the phone and they've gone, oh, what about a little show for everybody after dessert before the speeches? And I can go, yeah, well, I normally like to do a 20-minute show and it's normally 600 quid. I could do a 20-minute show. And then they say, and it depends what they ask me. If they go, oh, how much is that? I know that they're thinking about price. But if they go, oh, how much would that be? Then I know that I'm probably going to get paid the full whack. But if they start going, we really like the idea of the kids show, we really like the idea of the stage show, I don't think we can afford both, then I'll say, I'll tell you what, I'll do the kids show and I'll do the I'll do the stage show and the cabaret show and the close-up for X amount, and I won't charge you for the kids show.
Yeah.
Because the kids show is the least amount of money anyway, so I'll knock that one off, and then it's securing the booking for me. I'm now guaranteed to get the whole booking. I'm already there. I've got this Saturday I'm doing a show. This Saturday I'm doing a show, and their neighbours booked me, which is fantastic because I haven't got any more travelling. I've got the first family have told me I can leave my car at their house and walk to the other one, so I haven't got to worry about moving the car and loading it up and unloading it. I can literally walk 3 doors or 2 doors down, and I'm in the other house. But you know, I'm saving because I haven't got to worry about the travelling between them. And the same with the wedding, you haven't got to go. Oh, I've got to get to that other gig. Oh no, the other gig's in that room. Hey, you know,
It's brilliant.
100%.
I couldn't believe it when you told me you had neighbours booked you.
That's jammy.
Fantastic.
That's great.
Right.
I might have to do a neighbours discount in the future. If you can get one of your neighbours to book me, get 10% off.
That would be good, wouldn't it? I think we have to quickly move on because we've got 20 minutes left, and I know we still got a decent amount to cover here.
Well, I've got a couple of trailers, and one of these trailers would be a product that would hit the old Pete and Hardy Hidden Treasures type thing. It's the original perfect Pen Through Anything by John Cornelius, just been
very nice.
re-released. So if
Wow.
you guys haven't seen this already, check this out. We are playing trailer roulette, so who knows what we're going to get, but let's just hope it is the right one.
This is something you've seen before, but never like this. If you know the Pen Through Anything, you know that you can't be this clean. Just like so, you can have the pen examined without having to do anything else. You just come over, stretch the bill, and right there you have the pen go straight through the bill. You pull it straight out, and without having to ditch or put anything away, you have absolutely everything here. Can be handed out 100%. And once you see how this works, I'm telling you, your jaw is gonna hit the floor. The hidden mechanism works flawlessly, and it's hidden inside the pen until you're ready to use it. The mechanical apparatus does all the work for you. There's nothing to ditch or steal away. You're left 100% clean from start to finish. It's a pen through anything for the professional magician. This is the perfect pen.
Bloody hell, that looks sick, doesn't it?
Where's your dad gone? That's amazing.
He's quickly just had to run off. I don't know what he's doing, but how sick does that look? That looks so good.
Yeah,
the fact
it
you
looks
aim
great.
clean, isn't it? That is so cool. So cool.
I had the original when it first came out, and it was it looked nowhere near as good as that does. That looks.
That looks
amazing.
like a fancy pen as well. Do you know what I mean? That does look like a pen you'd carry around with you, not just like a crappy Bic pen. No offense. It looks wicked, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks really
Yeah,
good.
it's great.
It looks so cool, so cool. So yeah, I don't think they're in stock yet. I think they'll be in next Monday. That's
I
a
think
pre-order.
it's a pre-order, yeah.
But I would definitely get your order in if you like it, because I'm sure they'll fly out.
And it is, there is nothing to steal away or nothing to add on. It's self-contained.
It's amazing. Isn't it?
I think we first got them in stock about 25 years ago when we still lived in Lewisham. They came out. It's great.
That's mental. How long?
I
And
think
it's
they
right.
came out before then, Pete. I think they came out before then.
It
I
may
think
well
we're
have
talking
done.
early 90s. I think I had one when I first went on the ships in '95.
Right.
So that would be nearly
Hollywood
nearer
one.
to 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it could well be. It was when
She's so
Alakazam sort of first started, yeah.
Near to 30s, bless her. Yeah, so that is wicked. So check that out. Next up as well, we just want to quickly talk about the Chris Congreve Academy.
Yes.
Because Chris Congreve is coming back to the Alakazam Academy. You guys are known for things like Omen, Roll, Curious and Curiouser, his books.
And we've got a new
Well,
effect
right.
coming out with Chris.
Yeah,
as
which
well.
is fantastic. He's had so much out. He is a
Omen.
genius. Yeah, I think I said Omen, did I?
Oh.
Um,
You need to do Omen on here. We should
It's good
do
enough.
it because it's
It is
great.
good.
Omen's
It's
fantastic.
probably one of my favourite card tricks ever, to be fair. So yeah, he is coming back, and he sent me a link to Craig Petty performing one of the tricks he's going to explain on his academy. So you're going to learn this trick that you're about to see here on the Chris Congreve Academy. We're showing it now. The course doesn't air until August, I believe.
August the 4th.
August the 4th. But we're showing you now because you get the early bird discount.
Yes.
Obviously before it goes live. So check out this performance by Craig, and remember guys, even though it's performed by Craig, this is Chris's trick and it will be performed and taught on the Chris Congreve Academy. Okay, so that
That's
is
not
collection of kings that will not be taught on the Chris Congreve Academy. So
Here we go.
Right,
It's this one.
lovely.
You ready?
right, yeah, we're good.
Here we go.
Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It is 6 o'clock. It's time for a Magic Live. Now today I'm going to be performing a routine out of Chris Congreve's new book. It's called Curiouser and Curiouser. It's available from insideyourhead.co.uk, and this routine is called Thanks to Dave. And the reason he calls it Thanks to Dave is because it's based on a routine by David Acker. That is another routine I've performed on a Magic Live that I absolutely love. Dave's routine is a bit of a transposition. This is a way of a card changing piece for piece. It's a really great routine. It's just really good. I want to show it to you. Have a look at it. We're going to do it right now. Right, sir, I'm going to show you a trick with a pack of 52 playing cards. I want you to see that they are all there. They are all different. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Cool. Going to give the cards a shuffle, and I'm going to show you the world's greatest prediction. Okay?
Right.
I'll tell you right now, I have a prediction right here in my top pocket. I'm going to point that out to you right at the very beginning. And I'm going to show you the world. I know I'm a magician, but I've been learning how to do predictions. I think I've got this perfectly. You're going to pick a card, so as I riffle down the deck, just say stop.
Stop.
You happy right there?
Yeah.
Cool. Now, I'm going to give you a look at the card. Can you see it there? Does it show up in the camera okay?
Yeah.
Very good. Remember that card. Now, if you weren't behind the camera, I'd get you to hold your hand out at this point, and I'd put the card on your hand. We'll pretend that your hand is here and the card is on it. But most importantly, remember the card, okay?
Okay.
Now, I said I had a prediction. I'm going to take it out. I have one thing in my pocket, one thing only. I have a clear sleeve, and inside there, I've actually taken the card, I've torn it into 4 pieces, and that card is actually the Jack of Spades. In actual fact, if I take this out, you can see that right here, I actually have the Jack of Spades. Was your card the Jack of Spades?
No.
See, this is why I don't do mind reading, because every single time I try and do it, I fail miserably. I tell you, I'll try and redeem myself with a magic trick instead, okay?
Okay.
Don't let me go anywhere near your card. I'm going to take this piece of the Jack, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't worry about these 3 pieces. I'm going to take this piece of the Jack, and I'm just going to do that. Do you know what happens when I do that?
No.
I can take that Jack and I can turn that piece into what looks like a heart card.
Right.
Was your card a heart?
Yes.
Let's see if we can take this Jack piece, because this has got an index. So if I do this, oh, hang on, I've turned it into the other non-index corner. I've got another heart card. Look, I tell you what, I'll take these 2 pieces and snap, and I'll take these and I'll turn this into the 10 of hearts. Was your card the 10 of hearts?
It was.
Isn't that amazing? You see, that's why I'm a magician and not a mentalist. Of course, the weird thing is, if I've now got the 10 of hearts here, that can no longer be the 10 of hearts. So the card in your hand has to be the Jack of Spades. So that was thanks to Dave.
That's
Very
really
cool.
good.
That is neat. I will just say, I just noticed on Craig's close-up, Matt, he's actually got a black Jack of Hearts. I wonder why. How interesting. That is a wicked effect, though. So you guys will be taught that on the Chris Congreve Academy course, as well as loads and loads of other good goodies. He's a worker. He's got so many good jokes. You're going to be laughing non-stop. Even if you watch it and for some reason, well, you're going to be taking away great effects anyway, but you will get your money's worth just in the jokes, honestly, because they are great. killer gags in there. Wicked.
Yeah, Chris is great, and this academy is all about working with gaffs, working with something a little bit extra. So that's going to be really good.
As well, Mr. Silky Lemon, yes, the perfect pen does write, so you haven't got to worry about that. It will write,
or at least the original did. I presume this one.
You can't.
does
Yeah,
as
it shouldn't
well.
go backwards in thingy. Sandy says Charles playing role or 2 of his favourite card tricks to perform.
Yeah.
And Bert also says, talk about the Rick Holcomb Academy. It's so exciting and it's going to be amazing.
Well, Rick's Academy, I think that's our next academy.
Yeah.
Or is that after
Yeah, I think
Chris's?
it's the next one.
But Rick's one is all about your everyday carry. He's going to teach you how to do a 15-minute act, 15 to 20-minute act, out of a little coin purse, holding some
Exactly.
Ungaffed coins.
If you know the size of a normal coin purse, yeah, it's literally about that big. So 15, 20 minutes using stuff that will fit in there. So make sure you check it out. He's such a good talker. He's going to be a great teacher. You can tell already. He's great on YouTube. If you want a little insight as to what he's like, his performance style and stuff like that, then head over to YouTube. Rick Holcomb. It will come up on there anyway, and yeah, you can see it. He's so slick with coins. Everything looks effortless. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And anyone, I just want to throw this out there, anyone that watched the Doug Conn Academy, the other day he put a video up on, I don't know if it was on YouTube or Facebook, I can't remember where I saw it, but he was doing a rope routine, which is mega, really, really good. And it's a really unknown Tenyo effect. He's actually got the instructions there, and part of his premise is the instructions are in Chinese and he don't know what to do. But the magic you can do with this thing is mind-boggling. You'll watch it and I guarantee if you haven't seen the effect, you won't have a clue. You really won't. The stuff that happens with it is incredible. If I can find a link, I'll try and share it on our site. Or I'll get I'll see if I can speak to Doug and see if I can get the video, because it's incredible.
He's a genius. His academy course as well was wicked. So good.
Yeah, that's great.
Miles Thornton has put up a post for everyone who's bought Sudoku 2.0. If he wants to get 20 reviews on the website, and if he can get 20 reviews, he'll release for everyone who's bought it an alternative artwork that has another thing for it as well.
Oh, nice.
If you ever look on the Facebook page, you put it up last night. Now, as of last night, well, I'm sure it was last night or first thing this morning, while I was in bed, I just remember that reading it. They've got 15 reviews, so we only need 5 more reviews on the Alakazam page, on the Alakazam page for Sudoku, and he'll release this alternative artwork.
No,
perfect.
And she says it's got other applications.
That's great.
Yeah, check that out.
We need to, because we are running out of time. Just want to mention our good friend Colin Klaus has just released something on our website. It is a download.
Yeah,
and you spoke to Colin earlier.
I did, yeah. So I spoke to him last week to get a bit of info about it, but then I spoke to him again recently just to understand a bit more, because it's called 446, and I personally don't do Rubik's Cube stuff. So I just wanted to get a bit of information about it from him. So Colin has partnered up with Kev G, who brought you cube cards, which was a fantastic effect. It still is. Check it out. And basically, they've gone so far forward ahead of its time with Rubik's Cube stuff. It's unbelievable. So they've come out of a way to basically get a Rubik's Cube, put it behind my back. You can name any colour you want. So name whatever, blue. Yeah, blue, fine. Could have been any colour, right? So I then take it out from behind my back, right? The only colour that is solved is blue. Yeah, the rest of the cube is completely mixed. I can go behind my back again. Someone can name a different colour. I can do it as many times as I want. If you say orange, yeah, fine. Yellow, fine. All of them, right? Then you can do an instant solve as well. So the clever thing with this is that it's the same algorithm. You haven't got to learn 2 different algorithms. It's the same stack. That's what they call it in Rubik's Cube. So a stack of moves. So it's the same stack to get to a colour as it is to get back to an instant solve.
Wow.
So you haven't got to worry about, remembering this, changing that, doing that. It's the same thing. You just have to learn that. That's it. I did speak to him. He said it's better if you have a general understanding of Rubik's Cube stuff. I think all Rubik's Cube stuff has that, because if you do anything wrong, you need to learn how to solve a cube. Yeah. So great places to learn them. Does Rubik's Remembered teach it?
Yeah, Rubik's Remembered, which is a DVD, teaches you how to do a normal Rubik's Cube. And to be fair, you can actually buy those Go Cubes or something on Amazon that come with an app. And you can mix them up, press a button, and it will tell you exactly how to solve it. Move the bottom twice to the left, and you watch it on there.
Yeah.
It's very, very good. Very good.
So yeah, I would definitely check that out. So yeah, I've written down some notes here.
I've got a trailer as well if you want to
Lovely.
see it.
Yeah. So yeah, go on and play the trailer, and then we can talk about it in a second after. But
Okay.
remember, guys, this uses absolutely no gimmicks. I was talking to Colin, and Rubik's Cube stuff is great, but some of it is very, very expensive. So you don't want to have to spend 120 quid on something. So this is no gimmicks whatsoever.
So for the first time, I've committed myself. What's your colour? Yeah?
Now imagine this, you get your audience to select any colour on the cube. In a couple of seconds, you can get straight to their named colour whilst the rest of the cube remains mixed. And the best part, you can do exactly the same thing and get straight back to a solved cube.
I'm going to try and mind read your colour. I'll show you again.
So yeah, a few other points to talk about that, because it is phenomenal. The stuff you can do with it is mental. Now, first of all, I think it's great because with Rubik's Cube stuff, it's great being able to solve a cube. Like, that is obviously impressive, but it's just a bit of skill, you know? This is a solid routine where you do a bit of mind reading and it makes sense. You're not just solving a cube. Yeah, that is the best finale, but you want something a bit before that. So this gives you that, you know, with no gimmicks, nothing at all, just an ordinary cube. You can mind read, get someone to think of a colour, you then mix it, like you saw in the video, and their thought of colour is the only one that's solved. And then obviously you can go into the sort of holy grail of it where you do solve it instantly. So you get the best of both worlds. Another thing as well is if you're not too good with Rubik's Cube stuff, obviously the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. And because it is just one stack, you haven't got to think, oh, I've got to do this, that, you know. Once you've learned that, you learn it, you get quicker as you go. But because it is a mind-reading feat, you can take your time with it because you are thinking, okay, really think about your colour. You know, you don't have to rush it. There is that built-in, not time delay, but you have got the ability to take your time because you are supposed to be reading their mind. So yeah, it is, honestly, it's so good. I'm trying to see any other points that you gave me here because there are, I think the main thing as well that separates it from other ones is there is only one stack you've got to remember. So whether you are doing the instant solve or the thought of colour, you just learn the same thing. You haven't got to learn loads. Honestly, it is so cool. One of the best routines I've seen with Rubik's Cube anyway.
Yeah,
really, it looks very clean on the video.
Yeah,
looks very clean on the video.
It is awesome, and yeah, I think it will be easy to perform, but it's just good if you have a basic knowledge of how to do Rubik's Cube, just in case you do mix it up. To get back into it is always good, you know.
Yeah, and if you're new to it, pick yourself up one of those Go Cubes. I think they're called Go Cubes on Amazon, and it comes with an app that you know, it will teach you how to do the cube.
Yeah. I got really close to learning it. I got down to the bottom side, I think, and then I just couldn't work out the bottom side.
You need to give it another go. It'll only take a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
and you'll be
Rubik.
able to do it.
Someone come in the shop actually and said that Rubik's Remembered is how they learn the Rubik's Cube. So definitely check that out, guys. You can get it as a download as well if you want to start learning it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, guys, that is phenomenal.
So what else did you want to cover? Because we're running out of time.
So just quickly, hot this week is the category now, right? So
need to get a jingle.
Yeah, we do. I'll get Jamie on it. He's a G. So the best seller for this week was actually Zoltar. Remember, that's for this week, not this month. Was Zoltar's opener.
And it's not even officially released.
Yeah, it's not even officially released. So you guys that were there last week picked yourself up one. Loads of you managed to grab it. But I did make up some more the other day. So if you were waiting for payday or anything, or to see whether England would win the Euros, now you know, and you can just get yourself a Zoltar's opener.
Yeah. I will say as well, if you do own Zoltar's opener and you like it, would you mind please placing a review on the website? So it will be nicely reviewed for when it's officially released, which will be in about 6 to 8 weeks' time, I believe.
Crazy, ain't it? That's so crazy. That's good. It's such a good effect, though, isn't it? I know people on here. It's good because remember it's any card.
Yeah,
you know,
any named card.
Any named card, and it's super easy to do. And it's like someone rang up the other day. There's no RNS. You haven't got to worry about that because I know a lot of people don't like that. There's none of that to worry about. Jeff Shaw says, "How's the move to the studio going?"
My last Dealer Dem lecture is the 15th of July. After that, we are going to be moving everything back to the studio, doing a bit more rewiring. So because at the moment we can't do, the studio isn't wired, so I can have this chat with Wayne, and Wayne is a regular on the lives now. So I'm going to rewire it so we will be able to do all this when we're in there.
100%.
And plus, we are going to be able to control everything from the top table, because for those of you that have never seen the studio, there's a separate editing room. So whenever we're going live, we need to have someone in the editing room controlling everything. But we're going to rewire the studio so we can actually control everything from the top table if we haven't got a live editor in there.
And what's going to be good as well is that we will be getting back to a bit more structured lives, because we have got a shop there, whereas here it's sort of difficult to get bits and do bits and bobs like that. So that would be good as well.
Yep.
John Williams says, yeah, Zoltar is great. It's awesome. Leo Schmetzers is here. Hello.
Hey, Leo.
So
I will say as well, Leo has got a fantastic download coming out in the next week or so. It's going to be available from Leo and from AlakazamMagic. I'm not going to say any more about it. I edited the trailer, just about to do the instructions for him, and it's it's great.
As well, just quickly, Roger Thompson just says about the EU charging import duty. So anyone in the EU have actually taken off VAT to try and sort of balance it all out.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously we type in everything that we can, and most of them do go through, but sometimes you do get a charge on it. But yeah, we haven't charged you any VAT, so hopefully it sort of balances it out.
Yeah, you're getting the 20% off, and then you might be charged that VAT when it enters. So it might look like you're spending, you know, 20% more, but you're not, because you're getting the 20% VAT off.
But yeah, we're trying our best to sort that out. But obviously, it's out of our control, really.
Yeah, and obviously, if it's an Alakazam product, you're getting free worldwide shipping, so that's saving you even more.
Yeah. So really, you should be probably paying us a little bit more, but hey, we won't go there, right? Here we go as well. When will Hidden Treasures be back?
I really want to start filming that soon. I really want. I haven't really been in the shop that much because we've been working on a few very exciting things over the last big and exciting things over the last few months. We have got some incredible effects coming out, and we've got a very big announcement to make, which will be next month, I believe. We're going to have a very special live evening where we will be making a special announcement. It's going to be an online party with a few products being launched.
Maybe some beverages.
Maybe some beverages going on. It's going to be a great night, so keep your eyes open to that. But we, once I get a list of about 6 or 7 products, I will get into doing the Hidden Treasures. And I will say, if any of you guys out there watching this have a classic effect in mind, something you've been doing for a long time that you think, do you know what, this would be great as a hidden treasure, it's been lost. There's so many great effects out there that have been lost over the years. If there's an effect that you do, something that's still readily available, that was one of the key points, because there's so many tricks that I thought of that were great 25 years ago. I've tried to find them to get them in stock, and you just can't get them anymore. And it's pointless for me to show you this great trick, tell you how incredible it is, and then you can't get it. It's so
I'll do my head in.
You know, if there is a trick that you know that you can still get hold of, let me know, and maybe I'll put it on my list.
Just quickly as well, because he's going. Happy birthday again, Michael. Have a great day.
Another round of applause for Michael. Happy birthday, Michael.
Enjoy your dinner. Just another one as well, just really quickly. Anthony Povey says he really likes the Alakazam wallet series. Absolutely.
Oh, there's plenty more of those.
There is indeed. We got Will to Read back in stock, but they're not up yet because we still need to make them up. But yeah, they're sort of
packaging's not in yet.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Well, a lot of the stuff's coming in anyway. Yeah. So yeah, that shouldn't be too long before that's read back out, and that'll be obviously part of the Alakazam wallet series. And yeah, just quickly moving on from that. Sudoku 2.0 was obviously a big seller last week. It's fantastic, really, really good. Flight is back in stock. That is the ring flight that we recommend.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's a great affordable price. For some reason, ring flights are just normally quite expensive, but this is very affordable. It's made so it should last you a lifetime, and it's so simple.
And there's no fear of the ring flying off.
Yeah.
Which
you haven't got to worry. It's all in your control.
Does happen.
It's all in your control. But yeah, that if you basically we get loads of them in because that is what we recommend.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is wicked. If you do want to learn a ring flight, this one is probably the easiest you're gonna get. You haven't got to worry about anything.
Very clever as well.
Pulling here.
So simple, so clever.
The 446 mix, even though it has only just been released, it done really well, and you guys are gonna love that. And the Chris Congreve course, obviously, but also Swindle is back in there. Swindle just doesn't go away.
It's such a great trick.
It's every time I show it in the shop, they pick it up because it's so good. It's so simple, but again, it's so simple. It's falling, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, and that's been in our top 5 sellers since it's released more often than any other product. It's almost in there once a month. I would say at least once a month it hits the top 5. It just continuously sells because it's such a great, simple premise, easy to do, and it's really impactful.
And good for COVID times as well.
In fact, we were discussing an effect that you're going to be doing tonight using that and another...
using that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. Honestly, guys, it's so good. Wondering if the extractor will be available again. We did have them in. I don't know if they're out of stock now or something, but there are some being made. So just keep an eye on the site because, yeah, they should be back out. But we may look at redoing something.
Yeah. But the extractor should be back in very soon,
yeah. Yeah, they're coming back. David Han just said the Sudoku review is now on the site. Wicked.
Brilliant. Thanks, David.
Love from India. Thank you. Naman.
Thank you,
Naman. And yeah, there's so many good supportive messages coming through. So thank you. Good luck, Lucy. She's got to skedaddle for a driving lesson. Good luck.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
You know what? I did enjoy driving lessons. I'm sure you're better than me, but whenever I saw him pull up outside, I did used to crap myself because he was quite strict. I'm not going to lie. My driving instructor was so strict.
That's what you need, though. You need a good strict driving instructor. Get it done.
Because I'm a good driver.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Right. I think that is... Oh, hang on. There's one here.
One more before we go.
One more. Encrypt says, would anyone say it's a problem if everyone is performing the same trick to people? It means people might say, seen this before, and then you feel bad.
No, it's very rare that people are going to see magicians all the time. Chances are, if you go out and perform to a magician, chances are they haven't seen another magician in the. And your personality
changes it anyway, doesn't
it? Yeah. I mean, it's. Unless you're just performing to magicians, but if you're performing to lay people, we all do the same thing, but chances are a majority of us are doing ambitious card in one form or another. A majority are doing something similar to Omni Deck or Card to Wallet or Solid Deception. So, yeah, I think within reason, we're all sort of doing the same stuff. But like Harry said, quite rightly so, your personal touches and your personality will change it, but it's very rare that and when you perform at a party, there's going to be 1 or 2 things that they remember about you. They don't remember your whole act. I'm quite sure of that. One of the busiest performers in the UK, maybe even in Europe, is Etienne. especially in Ashford. I mean, you know, he was the professional magician here. He done every gig. And whenever you do a gig, people go, oh, we saw a French guy. Really, really good. And he done the thing with a bottle. Now, Etienne done loads of tricks, but the things I remember was the thing.
They say every time, French guy with the bottle, that's it.
Yeah.
I've had people say to me, I've done like the Omni deck.
Yeah.
And then I've had people go, halfway through, I've got the person like this. And they've gone, oh, I've seen a magician do this. It turned into a glass block. And I don't really favour me. I carry on and do the end of the trick. And a lot of times they'll go, I wasn't expecting that then. That was so much better than the last guy, you know, things like that, you know, because they misremember what they've seen. They don't remember the full thing. Yeah. And all of a sudden, like, oh, yeah, that was different. They did it differently to that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
You should never worry about performing what other people are performing.
No.
Just be yourself. Do it your way.
100%.
You do you. Lovely. Well, that's everything I think I had to cover. Yeah, I mean, Zoltar decks are back in stock. Yeah, that was it. That's everything I wrote down. So
brilliant. Well, that brings us sort of to the end. I will say we may not be here next Tuesday. So if you hit the notifications, if you get the notification that we're going live, join us. But I think we're due to be away next week, but we will be back the week after. But just have a check, and you know, if you get the notification saying we're live, join us.
I'm hoping next week. There's a young lad on the Discord called Magic Sam, and not the one from Blackpool. He's a young kid from America, and he's designed a specific ALAKAZAM quiz. And hopefully next week he's going to come on and do it. It'll be an individual thing, so you don't have to be part of a team. You can do it on your own. He'll put up the questions on the screen, and we'll put up an advert for when that's ready, and that will go out hopefully next week.
That'd be wicked. Brilliant. And I remember Colin as well saying that him and Kev might jump on the Discord to talk more in detail about 446 mix, to show you what you can do with it and how actually good it is, you know, because me describing it, when I don't really do Rubik's Cube stuff, I might not say keywords that you guys are listening out for.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be wicked as well. So keep an eye out on the Discord. Remember, it's free. Yeah, remember it's free to join. Click on the banner on our website, and yeah, you can sign up for free. And basically, it's just a really friendly forum, a friendly, supportive forum where you can ask questions, you can show tricks, you can see reviews, ask people what they've got, chat to people, jam about magic. There's video chat rooms. If I want to, I can say, Wayne, Dad, meet me in the, I don't know, mentalism room. We go in there. We all go up. Our screens go up, just 3 of us. And if anyone wants to join in, they can. Meet new people, meet magic friends, and just chat 24/7, 365.
Yep, absolutely perfect. So, Mr. Goodman, thank you as always for joining us here on the Alakazam Live.
I will see you on the next one.
You certainly will. So, Wayne, thank you so much. Thanks for everything you do. We will see you soon. And guys, thank you for joining us. As always, like I said, we may not be here next week, but keep your notifications on. If you get a notification that we're going live, just join us. If not, we will see you the week after.
Absolutely, yeah. And I just want to say as well, big shout out to the England boys. They did do well. Very well. Absolutely. And I can't believe the amount of pressure. I was saying to Dad, I mean, everyone knows the amount of pressure the penalty takers had, but I took a penalty for my football team. We was already out of the cup, I think, because we needed to win it. No, we needed to, I can't remember. We needed 4 points. We were going to get 3. I took a penalty for a penalty shootout, crapping myself, was already out. I scuffed it. I still scored, but I scuffed it. And that was for a Sunday league, and it didn't even matter for anything. Imagine the pressure. And he was born 2 years after me.
Yeah, no, incredible.
Ridiculous,
they've done incredible.
Ain't it?
So, well done, England, and well done, everyone, for sitting through this hour and 15 minutes.
Bloody hell.
And we will see you. I'm going to leave you with this as well. We will see you. If we don't see you next Tuesday, we'll see you the following Tuesday, and then I believe the following Thursday for this, and we will see you then.
Cheers,
In
guys.
2009, we here at Alakazam released an effect that took the magic world by storm, and now it's back and better than ever.
What?